How's going? Dusty Bogan here. Welcome to Cheap Tuesday. I'm having a nice cold fucking homebrew. Delicious. Welcome to another fucking episode in this wild world. I keep reading all these articles and crap on the news all week long. I can't help myself. It inspires me to keep doing new shows. I keep fucking this up. Anyway. So yeah, welcome to another Cheap Tuesday. Love and life. And been listening to fucking crazy podcasts all week long. My work's a bit slow, so we're doing a bit of maintenance, right? Check out my new mic stand anyway. I'm loving life. For watching, thanks fucking heaps. Hey, deadbeat. How you going, mate? Thanks for tuning in. You still got your nice shiny spanner there. Yeah, check my mic out. Hey, fucking going. What a dead set bogan, eh? Yeah, I've got some decent news I want to read tonight. How good was Donald Trump in that? I guess we better hook into all that stuff. How good was Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un? Fucking best mates now. That's the end of the Cold War officially. This is the real end, you know? The only remnant left of communism is antifa. We just need to get rid of them. You know what I mean? I'll read some article about. I think I had some article about old Trumpy and Kim Jong-un, fucking best mates. Everyone doubted, didn't they? Everyone was doubting old Trump. All these crazy CNN. Here, I've got this CNN article I was reading today. Oh no, this isn't even about that. This is another one. This is some shitty CNN article about Trump. This is what it says, right? What progressives should know about Trump voters. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was reading this. G'day. Oh, 22 seconds and you swore. Get a jar out, buddy. Oh, no. I'll have a sip. Remind me if I swear and I'll have a sip. It's like I'm rewarding myself for swearing. I'll have, you know what I mean? Yeah, anyway. Maybe I should come back to this article and I'll hit up the fucking Donald Trump. So much good news, so much crazy news this week. How was that journalist who got bashed in America? That Asian dude. I don't even know. Can't even remember his name. How was that one? Leftists are openly attempting to murder people in public. This is some article I read about that journalist who got bashed in front of police. They are using crowbars. I've personally seen them with hatchets. So someone said, and they're throwing chemicals to burn faces. Nothing is done to stop them. That's fucking crazy. I think of how that journalist, that young Asian dude got. It was apparently the Asian dude. I didn't even write down the guy's name. The guy was like a gay Asian journalist. He's American, but anyway. And then they fucking bashed him, throwing milkshakes full of cement. So they put cement in there, and then it hardens, and they're just throwing a rock at you in a milkshake fucking container. How fucked is that? And I can't believe that they bashed a gay ethnic dude, antifa. They keep stuffing this up. You know what I mean? I'll find that dude's name again. Anyway, I can't believe it. How many times have I been around where antifa have screamed in my face? You know, go back to New Zealand. What do you do? They're lucky that they picked on that dude. and not someone else who's going to fucking throw fists back at them and bash them. You know what I mean? And that's the proper response when people are throwing shit at you and punching you. You know what I mean? There's only at that point there's only one response, and that's self defense. It just shows you how fucking retarded they are. But there is a petition. I should get that petition. I don't know what I've shared it on my Telegram. If you follow my Telegram, the link's in the description for my Telegram. My Dusty Bogan's mates. And fucking there's a petition going around saying, I don't know, ban antifa. Yeah, Andy Nyong, let's call him that. Andy Nyong, the fucking gay Asian dude. Is he Japanese heritage or what? Let's call him that. He it says so. Deadbeat said he had a brain injury. They punched him with bike gloves with carbon fiber knuckles. Yeah, they're fucking tough. I used to have a pair of them carbon fiber knuckle fucking bike gloves, and like you could punch brick walls and you'd be like, tsh, tsh, tsh. They're fucking tough as. That's like, yeah, you wouldn't want to get punched with them. And I wouldn't even suggest wearing them to rallies because you're gonna fucking hurt someone, which is out of control. I think it's pronounced no. Andy, no. Oh yeah, that's probably right. My pronunciation on these things is terrible. You know what I mean? I can't believe that happened. I wonder. I mean, that petition. There's like a petition they want. I don't know, 100,000 signatures or some crap. I think there's 5,000 signatures on it. I should have put it on there. I could put it in the link below. Let's fucking try. Give me a second. I'm just going to keep talking crap. Now I've got my mic stand. My hands are freed up. I can do stuff on my computer. Check out my Dusty Bogan's mates. And how far do I have to scroll up to get this petition? Too far. Anyway, it's on there. And, you know, what would be the guess? Everyone starts posting crap on there, so I can't even find it. Anyway, I'll copy this link and I'll post it on here. I can't find it. I'm giving up. Or is that it there? There we go. Bang. Copy. Here you go, lads. Oh, $2 super chat there. Regats. Paste. Bang. Did that work? Yep. There's the petition, guys. Sign this petition so we can tell Antifa to go get effed. Because they're a bunch of losers who are just creating like more and more violence. That's the biggest problem with them, guys. I don't think they understand. Like, we just want to go to rallies and have a good time. Don't necessarily want to punch on with anyone, but if people are dickheads like that, there's only one thing that's going to happen. You know, people are going to fight back. No, I fucked that up. I'm going to attempt this. Yeah, heaps of crap on my. Thanks heaps, dude. $2. I'm having a skull for you. I reckon. What was I gonna do? I've got my I brewed up another batch of homebrew, so I got heaps. After I've had such a long break from drinking, which has been so good for me because I was binge drinking every night for 2 years, and then the finger and going to hospital like probably really helped me big time. I feel so much better, and also from not working so much. It's been fucking, like I'm telling you, don't ever do it. They attacked an old man, grey hair and beard, and they modded him. Yeah, I seen that. Didn't they hit him with a crowbar? Like, that's fucking insane. Like, man, Proud Boys have only ever fought with our fists in self-defense, pretty much. I think I've seen like one or two. I think I've seen one video of a dude who got in a punch on wearing a Fred Perry. I don't know if he was a Proud Boy. That looked stupid. But, this kind of stuff's fucking crazy. It's out of control. Anyway, I'll read some crap about the Donald Trump here. What is going on with my phone? Anyway, we all need to understand this. I'll tell you what, everyone needs to totally enjoy Trump so much. We need to enjoy Donald Trump being in. We need to just need to absorb that shit like a sponge, because these are good days realistically. And I reckon Trump's going to get in again. This is a huge win. Him meeting Kim Jong-un and walking over the bloody firing line, whatever it is, the South and North Korea border. That's totally going to be an advantage for him to win this election. This next election. And then if Brexit happens, we're going to be like, yeah. Thanks again. Is that another $2? Fuck antifa. That's right. Regats. You're a stud, mate. Thanks heaps. Another skull. I don't want to skull it too quickly because I have to run off and make another drink. Dude, I seen so much. Pickett, the what? Puked up shit out there. Yeah. Anyway, let's read this article. Thanks, everyone. Welcome again, Lisa, with her awesome fucking spanner. Trump's going to win 100% for sure. Trump's going to win this. He's going to dominate. I can't wait. Can't wait to wear my MAGA hat and just be like, yes, go out on the beers. Anyway, let's read this. Trump takes historic walk from DMZ into North Korea territory as he meets his mate, Kim Jong-un, who hails him as courageous, and the president invites dictator to visit the US. Whoa, that'll be fucking awesome. I reckon he'll love it too. It's like Americana is going to rub off on him, and he'll be like, there's going to be like hot dog stands and fucking massive pizzas and like deep fried chicken and hamburgers everywhere in North Korea. He'd be like, once you see it for yourself, mate. I love America. I had such a good time when I went there. Keep stuffing up this article. And I tried to do super chats on the weekend. I did a practice run, right? And I properly stuffed it up. But anyway, yeah. So I didn't even realize that he's invited him to come to the USA. That's awesome. President Donald Trump has taken a historic walk from DMZ, blah, 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 same crap mentioned again. Shortly after the pair greeted each other with a handshake. Hey, you fucking going, mate? Mate, make sure you give a nice solid handshake. Bet you Trump gives the bomb handshakes. Bang. Just like that. We have a young dude in the Proud Boys who joined. He used to do the fish. Like you're hugging and it's like you're shaking a dead man's hand. Don't ever do that. I reckon some simple tips in life, just good posture, walk around straight. I hate seeing dudes walking around like this with their phone and they're like their head like this. I swear it's gonna fuck people up. I wouldn't even do that. If I've got to like check my phone, I reckon tip for you, stop in a bus stop, sit down and then do your fucking shit on your phone and then just walk like a normal person. Don't walk like that with your phone. It's going to fuck you up. It's probably going to give you bad posture and body language, which is like, if you can have decent body language, Just like all you need to do is fucking stand up straight and walk normal and look like not like a fucking pencil, like normal, and shake people's hands and look them in the eye and speak clearly enough. You'll be set. That's all you need to do. Don't look like a pig. And you're laughing. But yeah, Donald Trump shook his hand. Shortly after the pair greeted each other with a handshake Sunday, Trump was hailed as courageous by North Korea leader. Damn, what a great compliment. Trump in turn praised the power of Kim's voice. This is just like bromance. Just old buddies catching up. The stupid Daily Mail keeps swapping to the next article and stuffing me up. I need all the help I can get, not this stuffing me up. You know what I mean? I could try to read it on the laptop. Anyway, if I stuff it up again, I'm going to go off the laptop. Anyway, yeah. So Trump praised the power of Kim's voice, then criticized his predecessor, and faulted the media for downplaying his achievement. What a legend! Absolute legend, mate. That's like what a great tactic. So he's just like undermined the fallen messiah Obama and then just fucking rubbish the fake news media. We got to jump on I reckon two things. Soak up like a sponge Trump and Brexit. And then we've got to we just every day make sure you say fake news to someone. Just be like, oh, yeah, fake news. Oh, you mean fake news? If someone ever talks about the news, be like, was it fake news? We need to just slam the world with fucking rubbing that in their face and understanding how good Trump is for starting the fake news revolution. You know what I mean? He's waking the world up simply by saying this. Deadbeat said that Korea Trump thing is monumental. Truly good news. It's truly good news. It's amazing. I remember like start of the year when they were doing nuclear testing. We had a Korean dude, and we're like, "Don't worry." I think his name was what was his name? Jun or something. I think we called him Kevin, and we're like, "Kev, don't worry. We're all coming. We're all coming with you. We're all going to war with you, mate. Don't worry. Australia will be there. We're all going to be there." And he was like, "Ah!" Loved it. He knew his Aussie mates had his back. And like dead set, we were all like, even the Filipino dudes at work, they're like, "Oh, we all go to war soon, maybe next week." And the Vietnamese dudes are like, "We go again. We fight the Vietnamese dude at my work. He's like, "We go again. We fight the communists again." I'm like, "Yeah, mate. How fucking crazy!" And it's all turned around fairly quickly. Anyway, this has a lot of significance because it means that we want to bring an end to the unpleasant past and try to create a new future. Amen. Absolutely. That's a word of advice for all the fucking pathetic, what people have white guilt, people who are like, my ancestors were enslaved. Yeah, so were everyone's ancestors. Everyone's ancestors are all dead. We're all gonna die. We all been fucked over. So that's great that he said that. they need to bring an end to the unpleasant past and try to create a new future. So it's a very courageous and determined act, Kim told Trump through a translator after smiling during that initial handshake greeting. That's fucking cool. Kim Jong's like not a bad chap. I wonder if he'll like bring in full. Maybe it'll just be like China, like single party capitalistic nation. You know what I mean? Which is a whole lot better than fucking full blown communism. I think communism as an economically is not functional. Doesn't work. You need like capitalism, and yes, fair enough, some taxation and redistribution for certain things like healthcare is probably all right. It's all right having public healthcare in Australia. Let's be honest, though it's not perfect. And from my experience, it really they just fill you up with painkillers and shit anyway, and fucking medicine. Sorry to say, but if you get really fucking injured, yeah, they might. It's pretty much just expect a patch job. They might give you surgery and that, but you'll never be the same, and you'll be in pain. It's gonna suck. That's the fucking truth. But yeah, it doesn't work. Communism doesn't work. It's just all it is really. It's just a single party. They've just adopted single party capitalism, essentially, with some part, a bit of. It's like authoritarian single party capitalism. Let's call it that. Let's hope that that's what it turns into. The only people dumb enough to think communism works is antifa. Oh, pardon me. Almost, I sneezed, held it in, almost crapped my pants. Nah. um, how many of you are even watching? I can't even see. I don't think Cheap Tuesday gets as many viewers as my other shows. 16 watching. Thanks for watching, everyone. What did someone say? We need I can't even say that. Monarchism? I don't know. Let's not even try fucking read things I can't. Anyway. What else did Kim say? You're the first US president to close this line, Kim told him. Cross this line. Moments after Trump became the first American president to venture into North Korea territory, Trump announced after the meeting that in the near future the two sides would be able to get some good results after concrete negotiations, but with nothing tangible other than the commitment to resume talks. During the key moment, filmed and photographed from both directions, Trump slowly approached the boundary. Anyway, we've all fucking seen this. Everyone in the whole world seen it by now. I was gonna do a video about it straight up when it happened, but my for some reason YouTube was fucking me around, and I was like, what is going on? It wouldn't let me do a live event, and it sent me to like I had to download some fucking stupid thing. Oh, Regan Goff. G'day, Dusty. Give us a shout out. Cheers, mate. You're a legend. I need to get my glass jar back. I'm a bit disappointed drinking out of a normal. This is like a stand. I think it's a schooner glass in Australia. Have you ever seen, what's it say, Head Start on the glass? You know someone stole this from a pub. I don't know how it ended up in my house. When I was 18, we used to fucking go have beers on a Friday night, and we'd get like a jug of beer just on closing time. They'd be like, "That's it, you gotta go," and we'd literally walk down the street with a jug of beer and like your fucking glass, and we ended up having a heap of jugs and glasses at our house. Mainly the glasses, actually. You know what I mean? Heroin use is rampant out here in Portland. That's probably what all the skinny antifa losers are all whacked out of their brains. Oh, so you're from Portland, Lisa? That's fucking crazy, man. Guess there's heaps of Proud Boys chapters out in Portland. People are fucking probably over it. All these losers. Anyway, good to see you again. Kim told his counterpart, whom he last saw during the summit in Hanoi. That was when he was in Vietnam. That ended without agreement. I never expected to meet you at this place, CNN reporter told Trump on the spot, invited Kim to visit the US. Trump later confirmed that although with statements that were conflicting, he said the visit would happen at the right time, but also said it could occur anytime Kim wanted. Hell yeah. That'd be full fucking historic. Monumental. Trump the man. He's the only one who could pull this shit off. We've come a long way from him calling him Little Rocket Man at the UN. Maybe Kim Jong-un was like, yes, yes. It's like when The Guardian wrote a hit piece about me. I sat there, I was like, yes. You just got to embrace it. Trump was Kim Jong-un's troll, and they became friends. Best mates. That's what I call them. You know what I mean? You can joke with your mates. So now, like, the banter, the Korean jokes are going to start happening, and probably the American jokes. Let's hope. I said anytime he wants to do it, Trump said soon after the president said of a web of sanctions imposed on North Korea. I'm looking forward to taking them off, but that they remain in place at some point during the negotiation. Things can happen, he added. That'd be fucking awesome. It's awesome. It's pretty cool how he took Ivanka Trump there. She's always around about. I bet you in the future she'll have a run for president. Do you know what I mean? Trump repeatedly pointed to previous US North Korean tensions under the Obama administration while leaving out mentions of the period during his own term where repeated missile tests prompted him to threaten fire and fury and blames and blast Kim as Rocket Man at the UN. Of course. What, he's standing there shaking the guy's hand. He's no need for him to mention the fucking Little Rocket Man in the when he told him he was going to rain down fire and fury. Do you know what I mean? What a fucking legend. And Obama, I'm telling you, man, Obama and Hillary, they bombed the fuck out of, like, what, they were dropping bombs on Pakistan, Afghanistan, Yemen, Syria, Iraq, Libya. They had fucking troops, and wasn't there, they had like the Navy in Somalia. I think they were bombing Mali with the French. They had troops in Nigeria as well, fighting Boko Haram. Where else were they? That's 9 countries. And completely fucking up anything with North Korea. He signed that shitty nuclear deal with Iran. What a fucking mess. What a mess the world was under with Obama and Hillary. What a bunch of pathetic losers. Trump got asked about the status of Kim's nuclear negotiators after a thinly sourced report out of South Korea that 5 top diplomats had been executed. 5 top had been executed following the failure to reach a deal with the Hanoi summit in February. Holy fuck, is that really the truth? Maybe it is. Kim's like, you fuck. He blamed them. He's like, you should have wore a Yankee hat. Something, you know what I mean? He's like, I told you, squeeze his top knuckle, pretend to be Freemason. Something like that. I have no idea. Tell him you have lizard blood flowing through your veins. I know for a fact he is. What the fuck was that? Yeah. I don't know, but I just miss a little bit of here in this article. Anyway, he's actually killed 5 people who he blames for it. Kim Jong-un. Fuck yeah. The guy's a nutcase still. He's a little bit nuts, but maybe that's why Trump likes him. He likes someone who's kind of a bit tough. Blah, 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 blah. I was telling Chairman Kim that actually, to me, Hanoi was a great success. The press reported it the opposite. Trump said during the initial meeting at the So this is the thing. It's all fake news. Trump's like, yeah, we had a meeting. We had a decent fucking meeting and conversation in Vietnam, which is probably like a good. It's probably like a good historic thing for Vietnam. You know, for Vietnam to host it. They're probably like, because I know there's that. I guess that's one good thing Obama did. He signed that deal with the Vietnamese so they could buy US military stuff. And my Vietnamese mate today, he was talking to me about it. And he's like, ha ha ha, very good. He's like, we are worried about China, communist China. You know what I mean? The Vietnamese will tell you. They're fucking worried about the other communists, the fucking evil Chinese. No, the Chinese people are all right. It's just communism that's a bit fucked. That is fucked. You know what I mean? During the initial meeting at the line of, I can't even say it. Militarization. A North Korean camera crew and photographer snapped images of Kim's side while American pool photographer, don't know what that is, and a media came with Trump. White House handlers, fuck this, I'm over this article. We're done. We understand what happened here. Is this the last statement? We'll get this. I want to thank you, Chairman Trump said, you hear the power of that voice. Nobody hears that voice, heard that voice before. He doesn't do few news conferences. In case you haven't heard, Trump quipped in one of his own references to the absolute power Kim wields in a regime known for masturbation and use of Stalinist-style gulag systems to suppress opposition to his inherited rule. Yeah, that's really fucked up. Like I was saying, I went to this Vietnamese rally. Oh, someone's donated. Dusty Wave, how's it going, Dusty? Here's a $5 US, or as I imagine you lot call them, dollar dues. Yeah, mate. I think that's almost like $8 in Australia. That's almost a jug of beer. Hopefully Thursday. Thanks, mate. Ready, Tossevelt. Cheers. Cheers, mate. I'm gonna do Thirsty Thursday. I'm having Thursday off. Thursday and Friday. Friday, I'm going on a hunting trip, and so I thought, fuck it, I'll have Thursday off, so I can get all my shit ready together. So I'll do a show. My Thirsty Thursday, I won't do it at 6:00. I'll do it like after Revenge of the Sis, which is like first thing in the morning in Australia time, probably like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, and then I won't be doing Dusty Wave on Saturday because I'll be out. I'll be out in the bush, in the middle of nowhere with no internet. If there's any internet, I'll do a live, but I really doubt it. Maybe I could hook up to the Wi-Fi on the farm. I think the guy has good internet down there. $8, fucking rich as fuck. Can buy another fucking hat. You know what I mean? And I got good news. My ute was fucked. You know, them mechanics are like, you know, like the Kmart Tire and Auto or Bridgestone Tire and Service. They're like, anyway, I had to get my missus tires done on there, and then I was like, all right, I just booked in my ute, and it was like $50 to do a checkup because it was making some freaky sound. I think the bushes were done no good on the front. They need to be replaced in the rear suspension. Anyway, he gave me a write up $3,000, and I was like, My ute is probably worth $8. You know what I mean? Fuck. It's got 415,000 Ks. An old Toyota, which I love it. It's awesome. It's tough as fuck. And anyway, good news. Went Monday to my normal mechanic, and he's like, "This is a rip-off. I'll look after you, Dusty." And I was like, "Thanks, mate." And he's like, "Yeah, we'll just do a few things on it so it doesn't fucking rattle, and we can slowly chip away at this list." So it won't be. Hopefully, it'll probably be like, let's call it $1,000 up front, and then I'll slowly chip away at the list. So that's good news, because I was like, fuck. $3,000's a lot of money to spend fixing an old shitty ute. And I don't really want to buy a new car. I'm not going to do it. Oh, here we go. I better read this. Trump and Kim meet at the DMZ, but what is it and why was it created? The demilitarized zone splits the Korean peninsula in half, subsequently creating a buffer zone between North and South Korea and the most militarized border in the world. It incorporates territory on both sides of the ceasefire lines which existed at the end of the Korean War, which took place between 1950 and 1953. Jeez Louise. Regan Goff. The West is the best, lads. Amen, brother. Woo! Thanks, you legend. Regan must be loaded. Thanks, brother. Yeah, it's like amazing. When did World War III end? World War II end in like 1943 or something like that. So the Korean War was not long after. Like as soon as I reckon they beat the Nazis and the Japanese, and then they were like, fuck. They were a bit war weary, obviously, and the communists quickly took a hold, didn't they, in Korea and Eastern Europe. And it was just like, holy fuck. And thank goodness the Americans had the courage to keep fucking fighting and push back on the madness, you know what I mean? Here we go, excuse me. Should get my missus to pour me another drink. Let's try this, everyone. I'll send her a text. Bring me another moonshine. Dusty's getting thirsty. Hey, baby, can you bring me moonshine? Double shot. Double shot. Amen. You know what I mean? Just a little prayer and a text at the same time. Because my throat's a bit, you know. You know what I mean? Where the fuck was I? My article's gone again, and we were just hooked into like a good bit of this. The demilitarized zone. This is my theory too about why Western countries started bringing in mass migration. I reckon they were shitting their pants about the communists. I reckon they were like, finish World War II, most of the men are fucking heaps of men are dead. Military age men are dead. They need people to rebuild it. And there's a huge threat from communism. And the communists quickly like took over North Korea, China, then like, you know, the Soviet Union. And I reckon they were shitting bricks and thinking, fuck, we need to like repopulate and bring people in. And then I think in the process they were probably thinking like, if we bring people in, we'll get a better relationship with these nations, other nations, and we can like create a coalition against communism. That's what I reckon happened, eh? Which was probably, I think, a pretty reasonable and smart thing to do, because hey, if you get fucking taken over by communism, who gives a fuck? You're We're all essentially slaves at that point. I can hear the missus coming with me home, bro. Where's work? Text messages. Oh, yeah. Check it out, everybody. How you going, mate? Around Gordon, how you bloody going? $7.99. Cheers, mate. That's actually not too bad. I'll have to get my oh fuck, it's a bit strong. What I'm gonna have to do is when I was in America, you know, at the Santa Monica Pier, there's like this Bubba Gump restaurant, like the Forrest Gump restaurant. And we went there. We've seen there's like I think it was just like a pretend Forrest Gump. You can sit there and it's like a seat, Bubba Gump sign behind you, and it's got Forrest Gump's shoes and his bag, and you sit there and put your feet in the shoes. And I got a sick photo of me there, and I got this shot glass, this Bubba Gump shot glass. So like in the future on Thirsty Thursdays, I'll be like $5 for a shot, and I'll do a Bubba Gump fucking shot. Not tonight, but Thursday is alright to have a drink because you only got one more day at work. You know what I mean? That's my theory I've created. G'day, Lacey. What's the time over in Scotland? What is the team in Scotland there to love? I was listening to Gavin McInnes's podcast today because, like I was saying, work's a bit slow, and I'm just like fucking whippersnipping, doing maintenance, listening to podcasts all day. I listened to a bit of Get Off My Lawn. He has a good one. Subscribe to his podcast. He was talking about his dad being Scottish, and he said his dad had a bumper sticker, and it was like a cartoon character of a Scottish dude wearing a kilt, and he was like real muscly and scarred up and cut and like all filthy and dirty. And he said, and it was like, it was said something like Scottish, the friendly race, and it was just like some massive fucking, what is it? 9:43 a.m. That's all right. You just got up. 9:44. And is that America, deadbeat, where you're from, mate? Get to work, Lacey. Old boar Nordic reckons. So funny. Good to bloody. Yeah, probably won't be able to do. Oh, maybe we could do Thirsty Thursday. No, we wouldn't. Are you doing a Thursday show? I'll email you, Lacey, because I'm going to do a show this Thursday. But it'll be during the day for me instead of night. So to go to the pub on Thursday night. You know what I mean? So I'm missing out. Had something. Anyway, let's read about this demilitarized zone. It was created in 1953 by an agreement between North Korea and the People's Republic of China, along with the United Nations Command. See, good fucking fences, mate. This is one of the best fences in the earth, and it's pretty much stopped war. At least they would be able to disagree, bang up a fucking real solid fence, and then it was like peace. It's been peaceful, you know what I mean, for a long time, for like 50 years. So that's amazing. Over 50 years of peace because of a fucking nice big border wall, nice big fence. Amen. That's fucking amazing. It's interesting that China. So obviously if the Chinese were like, "Yep, let's build this wall," they obviously were like, "Yeah, they're not going to agree, so let's just build up a big wall here," because they probably didn't want war either. The United Nations Command. It's probably the only good thing. So you're telling me the United Nations built this fucking, had a part in building this big fucking border fence, wall, demilitarized zone? That's amazing. That's the only one good thing the UN's done. Located within the territory is the so-called Truce Village. The rest of the land is relatively untouched and is one of the most undeveloped area in Asia. Over the years, there have been occasional issue, but no major conflicts. And in 2007, a limited freight train service has resumed across the zone. They missed the H. I picked up a fucking spelling mistake, and I'm a terrible speller. That's fucking wild. Anyway, President Trump and myself, we have an excellent relationship with each other. It's just gone from telling me about the demilitarization zone to a quote from Kim Jong-un. Kim told the media that with the meeting, this means we can feel at ease and meet each other with positive mindsets. Mate, he's pretty fucking switched on, this bloke. When he's not killing his advisors and starving his own people, he's all right. President Trump and myself, we have an excellent relationship with each other, Kim said, stressing the same themes Trump has been hitting for days as he met leaders ranging from China to Russia. Vladimir Putin, if it wasn't for that good relationship, it would not have been able to make this meeting possible, he said. Kim said he hoped it could be the foundation for better things in the future that people will be not expecting. Love the new mic. Yeah, it's good, eh? I didn't actually buy this mic, but I think Aaron, my mate Aaron, he gave me like a $30 super chat on Saturday on Dusty Wave Radio, and he's like, get yourself a mic. And then I blew all my money, and I was like, crap, I'm going to be such a dog if I don't have a mic stand on Monday. But then I realized that my brother Black Lungs had a mic because he does like rap music. He's like, my name's Black Lungs, I'm a fucking rapper. And he goes on and on. Nah, he's all right. And yeah, luckily enough, had this fucking sweet mic stand. So now I could like pour myself a fucking drink. I can do shots while I do videos, you know. Just get out of control. You can shoot through fences, yeah. Fences are better than walls and way cheaper. As long as they work, I guess, hey. All right. Dusty, can I get a wrench as compo for being de-invited to Thirsty Thursday? Lol. Of course you can, love. How do I do this again? Remove? Nah. Put in timeout. You should just get all abusive one time, Lacey, and I'll put you in timeout. You know what I mean? You get out of fucking control. Regan Goff. Yeah. Guy and Lacey a wrench plus. Yeah, give me and Lacey a wrench. Please, man. Yeah, I'll give Regan a fucking... I don't think I can give you... I'm going to have all but wrenches. It'll just be add moderator. There you go, Regan. You get a wrench too, bro. What a fucking legend. It's all wrenches. All my fans are all got a wrench. People will probably like come into this chat and be like, fuck, I'm totally outnumbered. I come into this, listen to this live. 23 of yous watching. I reckon that's good for a cheap Tuesday. Anyway, I just fucked up reading that article. I've lost it again. Get this. I'll tell you what, I've got some good articles, so we'll smash a few out. You get this, guys. You remember all the bullcrap So if you're American, you probably would have heard me rant on about the football player, the rugby union player Israel Folau, who like he did some post on Instagram about gays and fornicators and adulterers and all this will go to hell if they don't repent. And he got the sack from his job. But anyway, this other guy, this boxer, Anthony Mundine, he's come out and he said his opinion on homosexuals. And I'll just read it to you because it's out of control. The guy's like an indigenous boxer. I've interviewed his uncle, Warren Mundine. I think they actually are related. I think Warren Mundine's related to Anthony Mundine's dad. So his uncle's a top bloke. Anyway, read to you what it had to say. Australian boxer, this is what he reckons, Anthony Mundine. Gay people should be killed to deter the problem. That's the straight up. Anthony Mundine compared gay people to pedophiles and claimed they should be killed as a deterrent. An Australian boxer believes that gay people should be subjected to death as a way to deter the problem of homosexuality. That's fucking crazy, mate. That is fucking wild. They're not actually hurting anyone. Like, I campaign for the no vote. Campaign for traditional marriage, but that's fucking wild. Sounds like he's from ISIS. Anthony Mundine, who has won a number of different boxing titles and recently appeared on Australian reality show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, made the comments in an interview with Australian Daily Telegraph. If we were to live in a society just like the Aboriginal culture, that homosexuality is forbidden and you do it and the consequences are capital punishment or death. Isn't capital punishment death? Isn't that what capital punishment is? You think you are going to do it, he said, well, think twice about doing it. That's the only way to deter the problem. Yeah, that's fucking wild. This is the thing. This is the good thing about, like, the Christian Bible. You know the story of Adam and Eve? And it's like, they have freedom of will. And God's like, don't eat of that fruit of the knowledge of good and evil or you'll surely die. And they use their freedom of will. They do the wrong thing and they fucking eat the fruit. They commit suicide. This is the power of free will. You can do whatever the fuck you want, even to the point of suicide. Do you understand that, Mundine? I love that story. I think that's like, and God doesn't force them. The God of the Bible does not force them, doesn't chain them up and imprison them, or he lets them use their freedom of will to the point of self-destruction. That's amazing. And as Christians, I think this is an amazing ancient story. It's like the foundational story, isn't it? And you're like, oh, what's the operational status of the human mind and the capacity? Oh, free self-determination and freedom to the point of self-destruction. Oh, okay, but there's consequences for your action. Okay, but it's the individual person. You know what I mean? It's all this individual freedom, which is it's amazing. So I think it like I think the guy's fucking nuts. The 42-year-old was asked to clarify if he believes gay people should be executed. He responded, the pedophiles mainly. Hang them suckers and let's see if they have the balls to do it again. Well, I've said that too. I've said like the convicted pedophile priest. I was like, fucking hang them up. So I guess, yeah. Even the criminals in prison, you know, the guys who fucking got there because they've done silly things, stupid things, even you chuck a pedophile in a prison full of these dudes who have done the wrong thing, the pedophiles never last long. They always the criminals end up giving the giving them justice, giving justice to the victims. Anyway. So maybe he said that first one and then he's taken a few steps back on it. Here we go. Get this. However, he also linked pedophiles and gay people as baseless arguments often used by anti-gay activists or organizations to discredit LGBTQI rights. Yeah, people are concerned about that, and they have every right to be. When you have transvestites reading books to kids in bloody fucking libraries. It's happened in South Australia, in this nation. So it's not only happening just like in America. You guys are fucking dealing with that. And I read plenty of articles about it. It's out of control. It's happening in Australia too. Fucking wild. So we can see there's a link there. They decided to lump each other all together, not us. The other ones who came up with the fucking acronym. You know what I mean? Not us. They did that. And the list keeps going and going and going and going. And then, you've got the crazy thing. What about that tranny kid? There's like that tranny kid. Find the other article. Find the other article. And then read it whilst I'm on the subject. If I can fucking find it, probably won't be able to. Wouldn't be surprised. I need an army of people to help me. Fuck. I've lost it. And then I'll come back to Mundine, the fucking mad Mundine. He's all right boxer. Aside from his last fight with Jeff Horn when he got knocked out like straight away, which was pathetic. Maybe he threw the fight. You never fucking know. Did I not save this article? Anyway, there's some. Here we go. Here we fucking go. So whoever wrote that last article about Mundine, and people draw a connection between the LGBTQI community and the pedophiles to discredit the LGBTQI movement. Here we go. Well, let's see what pardon me. Let's read this article. See if there's any correlation there. Drag queen story time. Is a story I'm not trying to hear. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. The drag queen story time. That you never would. No one in this world would ever thought queer kid stuff has a TED talk. Really? What the fuck? Here, so let's get this. Mum of 12-year-old drag queen shocked to find pedophile lusting after him. Ooh, I don't think I ever read this. I don't think I even read this article because, it makes you fucking want to throw up. Maybe when you make a short way through it and I'll just have to go spew. Wash my eyes out with moonshine. You know what I mean? You may perhaps have heard about the preteen drag performer who goes by the name of Desmond. Is that right? Is amazing. Anyway, we don't even say the guy's name. Is an online sensation who appeared on Good Morning America and has become a celebrity amongst the LGBTQI community. That's fucking amazing. I would give up watching Good Morning America. I wouldn't give them any of my ratings if I lived over there. But they have so many diverse people on the show. They even have child fucking trannies. Desmond the Amazing. The preteen drag queen kid. Makes you want to throw up and wash your eyes out with moonshine. It's pretty fucked up. Just let the kids be kids. Who sexualized this kid? He is no sex. He's just a fucking kid. In January, a bit of a cultural scuffle happened that may have gone under the radar. Desmond, who is managed by his parents, What they should, these people should have been fucking cat mums and dog dads. He's managed by his parents, appeared in December at the age of 11 at the $3 bill, a New York City establishment that is either a gay bar, the description used by the American conservative, whatever, or a queer multifunctional performance space. Wow, that's amazing. Desmond, after his performance, was tipped by members of the audience, leading to commentators like Diora to say it was a manifestation of pedophilia. Straight up. Fucking oath it was. It was makes you want to fucking chunder, makes you want to throw up all over yourself. It's disgusting. Yeah, I want to read about parents fucking. Anyway, these arguments are dangerous. Conservative media has associated Desmond's performance of drag queen sexuality simply because he's transgender, the binary and opposite to express his femininity. Ugh. The new flash gender identity and sexuality are not one and the same. Desmond's exploration and toying of gender is not a discovery of his sexual attraction, nor is it a tactic to invite the sexual desires of others. But the kids dancing in a sexual manner, it's fucking weird as fuck. This is them trying to justify the fucking disgustingness. You know what I mean? And that's almost what this article is about. It's almost about justifying it. So they're fucking sick in the head. These arguments are dangerous. Fucking bullshit. They're dangerous. It's dangerous this kid's going to get fucking molested by these filthy pedophiles, mate. Fast forward to June. The Desmond's mother, who again helped manage the child's career, is now outraged that her son's performance invite the sexual desires of others. I warn readers that we're going to get into some rather disturbing territory here. Oh, fuck, here we go. Already thought it was bad enough. I'd just as soon not report on it. And I think most individuals would just as soon not read what's about to be said about Desmond. That's being said here. There's a reason why we need to examine this. I just want to fucking read the bit where the bitch says it. I don't want to go through it all. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I can't stomach reading this shit. I'm real sorry. Sorry to clickbait drag you into this shit. I don't want to even read it. It's fucking horrible. Makes me want to be sick. What was the other title I said it? Dalai Lama gets kicked off Twitter. I better fucking read that. And then there's so much other good news. I swear I could fucking read the news every night. I probably could get better at it. I need to get like an actual. My next step is I've got my camera like on its own little thing, and yeah, I need to put it on my laptop and then read my articles off the laptop, and I'll get better eye contact with you instead of being fucking drifting into my phone the whole time. I can do it better. It's slowly going to get better. I tried to work out Streamlabs the other day too, and I got so far in it, I went live on it, but then I couldn't work out how to do all the shit running on your screen. Even though I set it up, it didn't work. I'm like, what the fuck? And it wouldn't let me it wouldn't let me fucking do a few things. Like, it wouldn't let me put in the information about what it was about and set a timer for when I go live. So I was like, fuck this. And it just pissed me off. I spent like an hour on it. So I'm sure I'll have a look at it again, but I had shit to do. So I was like, started raging. Hey, Dirty Pete's in there. The Dalai Lama did say Europe for the Europeans. Yeah, the Dalai Lama's the man. Well, let's read. I'll read this to you guys. Twitter is cancelling the Dalai Lama over a sexist statement about a female successor. That is just fucking retarded. He said, we'll keep reading. Even today, casual sexism is so pervasive that it's often hard to be shocked when someone reads. A cis male says that women need to be beautiful to be taken seriously, and yet people are full of surprises today. And in sentence, we never thought we'd write. Twitter is criticizing the Dalai Lama for saying that if a woman succeeds him, she should be attractive. So he's pretty much saying, fucking motorbike's falling over. Shit, my pants then. The kickstand fell down. Must have been rolling back into it in my half-pissed state. The good thing about Streamlabs is they only take 3% of your money opposed to 30% on YouTube. Holy fuck. I better get shit sorted out then. I knew there was some reason why I should be using it. She better be hot. Yeah. Bobby A, that's right, mate. That's all the Dalai Lama's saying. He's a bit of a I reckon Dalai Lama's like he thinks he can get away with it because he's like Yoda. He's like, but you know, maybe a good looking Dalai Lama Sheila would do wonders for the Buddhist religion. Do you know what I mean? But this is the retarded thing about this, right? I don't think there's ever been a female Dalai Lama. I'd be shocked if there has been, right? I don't know anything about it, barely anything about it. I've read some stuff about Buddhism, a fair amount, but yeah, I don't know jack all. And here's the thing: Dalai Lama's like, yeah, a female could be the Dalai Lama. So he's like given a fucking. He's pretty much like, yeah, he's not sexist at all. And then then he's like, oh, but she'd have to be good looking. And so even though he's thinking he's tried to say the right thing, they fucking undercutted the poor bloke. Isn't the Dalai Lama like fucking reincarnated? Isn't that the deal with the Dalai Lama? He's like a reincarnation of Buddha or some shit. So like if he's like, I don't know, when was the Dalai Lama? Like, I think it was 700 years after Jesus or something. Maybe around the same time as fucking Islam. Or I could be wrong. Maybe it was 700 years before Jesus. I don't fucking know. I'm going to type it into Google. I'm typing it into Google. When did Buddhism start? 483 BC. Oh yeah, sweet. That's fucking cool. Kind of don't mind the old Buddhism, eh? Anyway, so the Buddha, like, doesn't he reincarnate into the Buddha? So it's like the spirit of Buddha continually goes to the next person. Isn't that the whole fucking thing? So like, if he's like, you know, since 438 BC, been reincarnated fucking 20 times, heaps of times. he's he's been reincarnated probably fucking 35 times, right? He has knowledge of fucking all these generations. I think he knows what he's talking about. If Dalai Lama says she should be pretty, if anything, we should be listening to this guy. You know what I mean? So he said the Dalai Lama, they criticize the Dalai Lama for saying that if a woman succeeds him, she should be attractive. The Tibetan spiritual leader spoke to the BBC News in June 27 interview. accessing topics that range from the blah, 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 blah. Who gives a fuck? Here's the thing: the Dalai Lama. This is the stupidest thing. Here's a bit of correlation here for you. The Dalai Lama, he had to flee communist China. He had to flee from the nutcase communists, right? Kim Jong's mate, who kills people because the fucking Vietnamese meeting didn't go well. Killed 5 people, they reckon. So the communist nutcases, they go after the Dalai Lama. Obviously, they hate Buddhism. So if you're anti-communist, Buddhists must love you. You're pro-Buddhist if you're anti-communist. Let's say that. Anyway, they kicked Dalai Lama out of fucking communist China, take over Tibet. He flees to India. So the Hindus and the Buddhists are fucking good, best mates, like Kim and Trump. Anyway. And here's the fucking thing. Yeah, the communists kick him out of fucking China, and now the communists are kicking him out of Twitter. How's that? How fucked up is that? Anyway, the Tibetan spiritual leader, blah, 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 blah. The video clip from the interview shared to Twitter, the religious leader also suggested that most people would prefer not to look at dead face and argue that women in public eye should wear makeup. In that article, however, blah, 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 wrote that the Dalai Lama went on to say that both outer and inner beauty were important in Buddhism. I agree. I think that's a fucking great lesson to be learned. Should be semi-presentable. I cut my hair today. Right? Semi-presentable, but I left this like soul patch at the back. I want to grow like a secret mullet. Cut my own hair. Because I'm fucking such a miserable tight ass, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, mate, cut it myself. Bobby South, I'll read a few in the comment section. I haven't really got much into the comment section tonight. He said if he gets deincarnated, he wants to be a hot chick. Well, he's a tranny. He's getting with the times. He's transitioning. The Dalai Lama is the most woke motherfucker out. That's just the truth, man. He'd be a pretty tran, so thank goodness for that. Make it way more bearable. He's tried being an ugly bloke who looks and sounds like Yoda, and he's like, you know what, mate? I want to have another crack at this. Come back as a hot tranny chick. You know what I mean? One of them. He wants to come back like a Sheila from Ladyboy Alley in Phuket. That's what he's coming back as. So fucking good. At least he's waits until he's dead to transition to another gender. That's fucking classic. Fuck, we should write jokes about this. This is classic. When he dies, he's cremated and they follow the direction of the smoke to find the next Dalai Lama. That's right. It's going to blow down fucking Ladyboy Alley in Phuket. And it's just going to spray on all these fucking trannies. And they'll be like, yes. All these beautiful fucking, you know what I mean? Is that the end of the article? I was enjoying that. Here we go. Here's the last little bit of brainwashing them. It's just so fun. I find it so funny that they... Anyway, let's just finish this. Even today, casual sexism is so pervasive that it's often hard to be shocked when someone... Anyway, did I just start this? Yeah, I fucked it up. Isn't that the first sentence that I read? Anyway, I'll just read the last sentence. Ultimately, the Dalai Lama may be a spiritual leader, but that doesn't mean that he says things that are objectable or controversial. Hopefully, he'll take some time to consider why these comments about women have offended people. Fuck me. We're so offended. He's just said he wants to reincarnate as a female and that he's a tranny. Yoda's a tranny at heart. Get over it. It's so fucking stupid. Who wrote that article? I'm going to tell you. Yahoo Lifestyle. Anna Schiefer. Hello Bagels, I think is the name of the fucking news people on that. Should I fucking go back to Mundine, the fucking hate-filled piece of shit? Nah, he's alright. I actually enjoy watching Mundine fight, and like his fight and his last fight. You know how Pacquiao got beaten by that Aussie bloke who's now the champion? And then that guy's Jeff Horn. So Jeff Horn fought this Aboriginal dude. And he just knocked him out in the first 20 seconds. It sucked. It was the shittest fight ever. We'll just keep reading the Anthony Mundine article. The 42-year-old was asked to clarify he believes gay people should be executed. He responded that maybe the pedophiles. Anyway. Pedophiles want their rights just like gay people want their rights with sexuality. He said now they're going to claim they have the rights. I agree with Anthony Mundine on the bit, just that bit, that the pedophiles should not have any fucking rights. Let kids be kids. You know what I mean? Let kids be kids. Leave them alone. The sexualization of children. It's fucking disgusting. It makes you want to spew. Isn't it been isn't I thought the psychiatrists have fucking proven they were like Stefan Molyneux does a really good fucking video. It's called The Truth About Sex, and it's like the younger you are when you have your first sexual encounter, and it's like a graph. It has like from the age of like 13 to 25, and it's like first sexual encounter, and then it has each individual and then the stats on like incarceration rates, drug addiction, like finishing high school, what kind of money you'll earn, life expectancy, successful relationships, will you procreate, all these stats, and they take it into account. And it's like the younger you are when you have your first sexual encounter, sexual interaction, voluntary sexual fucking whatever experience, and all the stats show that it's negative. The younger you are when you have your first sexual encounter has a flow-on negative effect in your life. So why the fuck are we even? Why is there the sexualization of children? You know what I mean? It's fucking disgusting, and it doesn't work. And we know the stats, and we can say it's not good. So as a society, we should be like encourage kids to be kids until they are fucking, you know, what's the law? 16. Yeah, if they can hold off, I think the best stats is like, yeah, you should hold off till you're 18. It will give you like an advantage statistically. I agree with that. I mean, if that's what the stats say, it's Stefan Molyneux. He's pretty fucking switched on. Though I haven't been listening to his podcast at all. I kind of got over it because he'd get so fucking intense. He's like a next level intensity, like fucking Alex Jones, but without. It'd be like if Alex Jones stopped taking super male vitality. He'd fucking turn into Stefan Molyneux and like get all emotional and shit. Anyway, get back to Mundine. Mundine's comments have been widely criticised, both in Australia press and on social media. We barely heard about it. Is anyone calling for Mundine to be sacked from boxing? No one gives a fuck. because his skin's black and he's a Muslim. And he's not, even though I guess I retract that comment because Israel Folau is black, so they went after him. Maybe they just hate Christians. You know what I mean? They persecute Christians. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? Who cares what they think of you anyway? Obviously, Mundine doesn't give a shit. I'm getting a bit pissed now. I'm talking shit. Brooke called Mundine's comment a wake-up call that at a time between the first gay wedding and the 40th anniversary of Sydney Mardi Gras, at a time when it can seem gay people are so everyday, we're actually getting a bit dull. Along comes an idiot to make us realize pockets of unfettered hatred are still out there. Yeah, well, I think what Mundine's saying is that seems to be hate when he's saying that people should die, like gay people should die. I guess it's one thing to say a pedophile should die, because that's just like saying a rapist should die because they're forcing themselves on a person, on an innocent person. It's not a voluntary action. Do you know what I mean? It's not a voluntary interaction. So it's really fucked up. So yeah, I'm with you, Anthony Mundine, on the pedophile thing, because I think most people will say, yeah, just fucking kill them pedophiles. That's what people say. I think that's a mainstream idea. But then with the gay stuff, people are just like, whatever. It's grown adults voluntarily interacting in that. Just like the Adam and Eve thing. Yeah, I don't think it's right. But just like the Adam and Eve story, they can voluntarily eat the fucking suicide fruit. They can do what you can have the God of the universe being like, don't do that one thing. And people have freedom of will and can do it. God didn't fucking, he said, if you eat that, you surely die. And they had that freedom of will and did it. Yeah, of course, if people have freedom of will. If they want to put that dick in a toaster and an asshole, they can do it. And if it's a voluntary interaction, then I don't really give a fuck. I don't think it's ideal. I don't think we should be encouraging it. It's none of my fucking business, to be honest. As long as they don't make it my business by fucking, pushing it on churches and Christian schools and on Christians like fucking Israel Folau getting the sack, then it's not my business until they make it my business. And then we're like, hang on a minute. You become like your authoritarian left-wing mates. How long have we been at this for? An hour and a half almost. Anyway, any more fucking... I've got heaps of fucking articles to read. Let me see what other good shit I've got to read down here. Should we jump away from the gay stuff? There was another gay article there. Another gay article. And there's Israel Folau. What was I reading? I was reading this article today that was quite funny. I was reading an article today saying, considering how Australia might go nuclear. There seems to be like a change in the nuclear argument now. I think because of the climate change, alarmists have like gone like, so like, we can't have pollution, which I agree. I don't really like pollution. I just don't believe we should tax the fucking world, bring in one world government and tax everyone to solve that problem. I think the common sense solution is to bring in nuclear fucking power plants. I agree. I think there was like a superannuation company that were pushing it. There's a heap of change around that issue, and I hope they do bring it in. Here's a really fucking stupid article that I was reading just this afternoon from The Guardian. My mates at The Guardian who who wrote the hit piece on me and Bobcatter and the Proud Boys and fucking everyone under the sun. If you Google news, because I like Google daily news or world news, whatever, fuck, there's probably like 50% of them are written by The Guardian. So they put out a lot of shit, but it's all fucking spin and wrong. You know what I mean? Pedophiles should be castrated and put in camps. Oswald Mosley. Yeah, I think that's fucking reasonable. Blanket said Muslim school, the left want them to teach LGBT rights. Who wins? Fuck. Leave the Muslims alone just like you want to leave the Christians alone. But there needs to be like a common law. We can't have Sharia law. We need to have a common law, like the Magna Carta, based on a common law that we're all under one law. It kind of makes a uniting factor. We can't have a dual law system. That's fucking bullshit. If I were the devil, I would convince you that I don't exist. Helen Jeffrey. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well, why wouldn't you? Yes, we need nuclear weapons. Dirty Pete. I reckon that would be. I think I was speaking to a politician. I forget his name. I got a card in my wallet. And he said, yeah, we should have nuclear weapons. And his reasoning was, he was like, well, what were the first things what made men like great hunters, and what were the first thing men used for war? And I was like, what? And he's like, projectiles. He's like, you need to project force. And I guess it's true. If we had like a sweet nuclear bomb and delivery system, we could just be like a whole lot more fucking chilled out. Just a mad nuclear deterrent. We definitely need nuclear power. Born Nordic, Dirty Pete. Maybe just start with nuclear power and go from there. Maybe if we got nukes, imagine if we started like an arms race in Southeast Asia. We fucked. Papua New Guineans with nuclear weapons, you know what I mean? They love war. Nah, I don't know. Anyway, let's read this dumb bitch's article. I couldn't believe this, man. Let's just say this woman's head looks like a rotten pumpkin. She's probably a fucking super minority. What the fuck? Let me close all these fucking Proud Boys vetting page. I wonder where that was coming from. Regan Goff, another $2 fucking dollary. Almost empty. Pour up another drink. Thanks, bro. You're super generous tonight. You probably almost gave me $10. I love it. Thanks, mate. Definitely gonna get a beer on Thursday. Hail Thor, hail Odin, hail our people. Yep, fair enough. Regan Goff. Anyway, let's read this shit. Hopefully you'll laugh. I couldn't believe it. Get what this ugly bitch is saying. I wonder if you can see it. This is super dodgy. This is this ugly bitch, right? She looks like an ugly man. This is what the Dalai Lama was talking about. Fuck. There's no excuse to look like that in the modern fucking world. You at least have fucking hair if you're a female. That's like, a bloke's haircut is not good looking for a woman. Let's just say that. And if you've got short hair like that and you're a female, here's a tip for you. Here's a tip from Dusty. Start growing that fucking hair out again, eh? Do us all a favour. I think the Bible, the Old Testament says it's a sin for women to have short hair. And even if it doesn't, let's just pretend it does. And for a moment, it does say that. Anyway, we're going to read about this Sheila. You seen an ugly fucking watermelon head? It looks like a smashed pumpkin, like a rotten pumpkin. Beautiful blonde hair on her butt. Ooh. Maybe she's probably nice. I've met some women who look like this. Short hair, fat, ugly. And they're really quite funny and friendly. So she could possibly have that going for her. But after reading this article, she seems like a broken mess. Let's fucking read it. It's quite pathetic. And then we might have to wrap it up after this. That's what I always say. And then it's a half an hour later. Although, this is what she reckons. It's from The Guardian. So anything from The Guardian, it's just fucking absolute bullshit. This is what she reckons. Although the world is dark and frightening, we can find hope in the unknown moments. That's fucking amazing. Yeah, the unknown this bitch needs someone needs to email this bitch my YouTube channel. She could fucking learn how to fix her life by being normal. This is what she reckons. My friend rang me after the election and asked me what happened. I accessed my left-wing genome and blathered for a while about Clive Palmer, big business, and poisonous politics. That's what she reckons. What a fucking stupid bitch. Clive Palmer wasted like fucking $20 million on that election. He got like no seats. And big business. Oh. Did big business win because of the tax cuts? I don't know. They haven't even happened yet. But I hope they come in. Anyway. My missus, her first year working full time this year, after years of fucking studying, which is great. Good on her, right? Great effort. And then she gets her first tax fucking bill. And it's like, holy fuck, I can't believe how much tax I pay. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And all these stupid idiots, right? Left-wing losers at university, they whinge and they're like, oh, fucking free this and free that and free this and free that. And it's like, yeah, you haven't paid any fucking tax in your life, you stupid fucking idiot. And then I'm so glad my wife, she's super intelligent. She must be normal. And she survived through uni without being brainwashed, thank goodness. And she's like, oh my goodness, how much fucking tax do I pay? This is ridiculous. And I'm like, I know. These stupid university kids, they're going to fucking finish school, get a job, pay tax hopefully, and then they'll go, fuck. I can't believe I just lost that much money to the government. I was an idiot for saying I need free this and free that. You know what I mean? Dirty Pete. Can I use the T meme to sell your show on Twitter? Yeah, mate. Is that the Terminator meme that I did today? Yeah, mate. Fucking go for it. I reckon what I was going to do too, I might, on my shirts, I'm selling shirts you can look up on my website or on the description on the YouTube channel. I think I might put shirts out there that just say, I love Brexit and Trump 2020. And then with like, might just put like a little Dusty Bogan and then like a shirt that says on the back, I love Brexit, and then another one that says Trump 2020. Because hopefully they'll sell more and everyone's going to want them and I'll want one too. And I'm sure there's no copyrights on them. I'll do that. Thanks, Pete, for your $2, you legend. Anyway, where was I? Talking about this stupid bitch. I went on a tangent there about tax. Yeah, what did she say? Yeah, but I guess I don't understand. I don't get it. Why don't people care? This is what she reckoned. This is so emotionally fueled. All the life went out of me and I sighed. You're absolutely right, Naomi. I don't get it either. What the fuck are they talking about? They're talking about Scott Morrison, ScoMo, the evil fucking human being who wanted to bring in tax cuts. What was evil? All ScoMo said, he's like, yeah, all ScoMo's like whole pitch for the election was like, he's like, yeah, you know, all we're going to do with the budget is spend a little bit more on infrastructure and give a tax cut to people. And like, that was it. That was it. There was no bullshit. He didn't say he wanted to like cut spending. He wasn't like, we're going to claw back fucking spending on healthcare, education, or anything. Or like fucking pay less to pensioners or people on the dole. Like, he didn't say anything. He just said, oh, we're going to spend a little bit more on fucking infrastructure and give a tax cut because we're getting in a bit more revenue from fucking mining. That was it. And this bitch is like crying with her friend. I can't handle it, Naomi. This Scott Morrison wants to give people some of their own money back and build better infrastructure. Fuck. What a dumb bitch. She's as ugly as she is stupid. Where the fuck's the Dalai Lama to fucking, you know? He'd be so spewing. It's all right being an ugly bloke. Like, the Dalai Lama can be an ugly bloke, and we're like, yeah, whatever. Who gives a fuck? But if he came back in this bitch's body, no one would listen to him. That's the end of Buddhism. That's the end of it. I've only just now dragged myself from the depths of my Duna dive, which began on the 19th of May, assailed by a black mood that isolated me from others, lest I infect them with my bloom. What the fuck? Why are they even letting this mentally ill bitch write for them in The Guardian? You're discriminating against me by calling me a dumb bitch. You're a grown woman and you write for The Guardian. People can criticize you. You know what I mean? You stupid. Even if she had long hair, it would make her a whole lot better. Let's just say that straight up. If this bitch ever watched this episode, Cheap Tuesday, there's a tip for you, love. Go get some Botox and grow some fucking hair. You know what I mean? There you go. That's a tip for you. Maybe go to the gym. That wouldn't fucking hurt either. Nothing wrong with that. Being morbidly obese is probably going to cut this bitch's life in half. So she ain't got long to live either. That's what she should be more concerned about. That. I can't believe that the majority of Australians don't care that not all their compatriots, not all our compatriots get to eat every day. What the fuck? I wonder if this bitch has ever volunteered like an hour of her life. The whole time she's like, I Duna dived and I've been fucking depressed for a month. This bitch reckons she's been depressed. This article came out today, the 19th of May. She reckons she's been in depressed state, hasn't seen anyone since the 19th of May. The 19th of May. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks ago. This is 2 months ago. This bitch has been in a depressive state. She could have gotten her fat and ugly ass out of bed, started growing some hair, gone to the gym and gone and volunteered somewhere, or at least gone to work and donated some of her fucking money. What a fucking dumb bitch. I reckon this bitch has never volunteered a day in her life. She's too lazy to even get her out of her car She goes through the drive-through at Macca's every time. That's how fucking lazy this bitch is. I can't believe that the majority of Australians don't care that not all our compatriots get to eat every day. That's fucking true. Probably true. There are some people who probably don't get to eat every day. You know, my tip to you, if you don't get to eat, go to a local church and ask them, and they'll feed you. Guaranteed. The sad thing is about kids who don't get to eat because their parents are fucking drug addicts. That's a sad fucking thing. And in which case, we should probably take them off their parents. But then you know what? You have a stolen generation, don't you? That's not good either. Anyway, my last church had a food bank where they fed fucking 800 families or something like that. It was crazy. Them food banks do a great job. If you're that broke, go to one of them, they'll feed you. Plus, we have the dole. Like, we have the dole that pays people fucking money every week to do nothing, to sit in that doona and cry for fucking 2 months and not spread my gloom because I'm so fucking fat and my short hair with blonde hair dye has seeped into my skull and fucked my brain, and I decided to write an article for The Guardian. That's the extent of this bitch's life. Anyway, you got to read this. Regan Goff, love your work, Dusty. Another $2, man. You must be fucking loaded. Thanks heaps, bruh. I'm almost going to read the same sentence for a third time again. That they. She goes on how a $20 increase in rent revenue for elderly people will cause homelessness. Yeah, well, thank God, fucking. Thank God we're all getting a tax cut. Hopefully we can, you know. Anyway, you know how all this shit works. Statistics report that more than 2,000 people have coincidentally committed suicide after the receipt of Centrelink robot debt letters that they are people in Australia. There are people in Australia so entrenched in poverty that death seems the only viable option. What the fuck? These people are getting. They have Centrelink robo debt letters sent to the house. They're on Centrelink. They're getting free money, probably free accommodation, or they're getting rent assistance. They have enough money to live. If they stop going to pokies every day and sucking down fucking Winnie Blues, these people would be able to afford to live. Just go live in a share accommodation. And if you got a family, go live with your family. You know what I mean? Get amongst other fucking dole bludgers and board a house together, and you live like kings and drink goon together. You fucking love life. I think if people were if 2,000 people have committed suicide after receiving Centrelink robo debt letters, I don't know how the fuck do they know if the robo debt letters are what caused fucking 2,000 people to commit suicide. Did they leave suicide notes? The robo debt made me think I'll just top myself because the government wanted me to pay back debt to Centrelink. Yeah, who gives a fuck? Maybe there's a thing about like left-wing people. I think they're in love with money so much that they believe money is the answer to everything. They believe that if people had all this free shit, that they're going to suddenly feel better and happy. Oh, and everything's fucking great now because I've got all this free shit. I don't think that's actually true. Look at all the rich cunts in Hollywood who commit suicide and fucking overdose and end up in mental health hospitals. Money ain't the answer, love. You communist. Who's trying to manipulate people through fucking emotional stories. That's all she's doing. Anyway, let's fucking drop right now. I've been thinking about left versus right, about capitalism and its poisonous infection on the souls and minds of people. Fucking bullshit. Without capitalism, there'd be no tax revenue raised or no Centrelink in the first place. Who are you going to tax? All these communist hellholes, you think about, like, do they even have like amazing welfare systems in China and Korea and fucking Vietnam and Cuba? You know what I mean? Oh, it's so amazing over there. The fucking lifestyle, mate. So fucking good. Just sit around all day doing fuck all, you know? I never once delved into my doing a crime for 2 months about fucking anything because, you know, it's an authoritarian fucking single party system and I literally have no say in the matter, so I don't even care. Because if I did care, I'd get killed and thrown in jail. That's about it. Anyway, I'm fucking loose. I'm getting a bit pissed here. Most of the, reading Oswald Mosley, most of those Robo Centrelink notices are wrong anyway. Yeah, I'd believe that. Death is a permanent solution to temporary problems. Ooh. Amen, brother. That's a good way to look at it. Things can always get better if you fucking get your shit together. You know all these fucking comments. Let me keep reading. The Lord help those who help themselves. A hand and not a hand out. A hand up and not a hand out. Amen. I think in the Psalms it says, those who do not work will not eat. We had at my last church, it was like an op shop and a food bank. They used to feed people, and fuck, there was one dude, right? There's like generational dole bludgers in the area. And like, it was amazing. Like, the government's giving them free housing and fucking money every week. Then the church was giving them food, fucking entertainment place to go, things to do. They were giving them mentoring, helping these people get jobs, everything. Some of these people, they were like beyond help. They're even doing now, the good thing the government does is work for the dole. If you want to get the dole, you have to apply for, if you want to get, government support for unemployment, whatever, you have to apply for, I think it's 20 jobs a week. And if you're so fucked and you can't land a job, they'll make you do work for the dole. I think it's 18 hours a week. Something like they might make you do 3 6-hour days. And that's what this church did too. They had people fucking doing work for the dole there. And I'm telling you, man, I had people who would come to this house for Bible studies, and you'd be thinking like, fuck, the whole world is spoon feeding these people everything. Advice, help, mentoring, free food and accommodation, everything fucking unbelievable. And they still don't even want to help themselves. It's fucking tragedy. I wonder, like, if you just like pulled the plug, take them off the fucking welfare, would they pull that shit together and be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking starve if I don't fucking have drip? Who knows? Anyway, maybe they'll just start committing crime and robbing our houses while we're all at work. Probably what would happen. Anyway, let's fucking read this shit. In a world where, what was she saying? Some shit about capitalism, yeah. And I've been thinking about left versus right, about capitalism and its poisonous infection on the souls and minds of people. What, so people shouldn't be incentivized when they actually do something? I always say about capitalism, like, all right, think about the Aboriginals. So that you have a tribe and there's a whole bunch of people who just pick berries. And then you got that dude who's like, fuck it. And he goes and hunts a crocodile, puts his life at risk, kills the fucking crocodile, comes back, and there's like meat for the whole tribe. That dude is a hero and he gets rewarded for it. There is reward for your work. You should be rewarded. There is reward for your work. It's fucking simple. Just like that guy, the dude who's picking berries, and he's like, "Oh fuck, old mate's got he's got a fucking crocodile." I'll be like, "That dude's a fuck." Even the men who were like, "Yeah, I'm fucked. I couldn't." There were a gutless bloke who was too afraid to jump in there. You have this brave as fuck guy who put his life at risk, got the crocodile, feeds his tribe, feeds the whole tribe single-handedly. He gets the reward. Not only does he get it's like the financial reward, he gets the social reward from it, the benefit. This bitch is fucking out of touch with reality. If you're anti-capitalism, you're just out of touch with reality. I tell that story to my Aboriginal mates who I was mentoring for years, and they would, "What the fuck's happening to me laptop? What the fuck?" I don't know what happened there. Right, we're still going. We're fucking still here. Sweet. My laptop shit itself for 5 minutes there. 23 of you's watching. Thanks for fucking watching. I hope it's still fucking working. Google Hangout says I'm good. Guess that's all that matters. I'm still live. Yeah, I used to tell the Aboriginals who I was mentoring this, and yeah, they would be like straight away, like, "Yeah, I understand that. I understand reward for your hard work. If those who fucking put that shit out there on the line and do something, they get the reward for it." Fuck, I need to fucking wrap this up, I think. Hey, I've gone on way too long. What time did I start? 6, 7, 8. Anyway, I'll finish this article and then we're fucking out of here. In a world where every value is economic, human value is diminished, we become economic units of trade. No more, no less. The environment becomes something to be plundered, and endangered animals are more fun to hunt. Oh, stupid bitch. No, people who believe in capitalism would also look after the environment. And there's, part of people voluntarily do help give money and help the poor out of their own pocket. We can see this in America. They're the most generous people on earth. Western countries, not only are we capitalistic, we have a bit of a balance there where we get taxed and have good services, which we're kind of like investing in ourselves. If we go through tough times, it's like, yeah, okay, we've got to back up. If the shit hits the fan, I've got fucking some kind of social security or Centrelink or fucking disability pension to fall back on. That's good. We see the value in that, but we also understand the value of capitalism, right? And yeah, we're going to look after the environment in a reasonable way, because we understand this is also to perpetuate more long-term financial fucking growth and into the future. You look after your environment. You don't fuck it up. So this bitch is just out of touch. She's so fucking stupid. Just look at the Christian church. That's all like financial voluntary interaction and volunteering. People who are pretty fucking so yeah, like I was saying, there was people in my last church who were fucking bludgers. But then the other people there worked their asses off. Not only did they work their asses off, get taxed the shit out of, but gave from their own pocket and volunteered hours. And you're like, that's a capitalistic spirit, I think. See you on Thirsty Thursday, friends. Thanks, Dusty. Thanks, Regan. Everyone, cheers, mate. Fucking tip of the hat. Thanks heaps for your generosity, mate. Anyway, I better read this fucking article. Keep it going, finish it. Yeah, she's out of touch. There's all, and this is the other bullshit idea. She's like, all we get down is based down to economic fucking units of trade. Capitalism diminishes human value. This bitch is saying that money is the only thing that gives them value. If she can't have See you on Thursday, friends. Thanks, Dusty. Cheers, mate. I'm gonna be doing my Thirsty Thursday early, but bro, probably at 9 in the morning instead of 6 o'clock at night because I'm going out Thursday night. I won't be able to do Thirsty Thursday at night, and I'm going on a hunting trip on the weekend, so that's why I'm going to spend time with the missus on Thursday night. But yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks for your generosity. And we'll do Thursday Thursday on 9 o'clock on Thursday morning. Yeah, this bitch is out of touch because she's saying that because these communist people who believe that giving money to people, they think like giving people money and that money is the fucking answer. Because they're only driven by, this bitch is only driven by her own self gratification and her emotions. That's why the bitch is so obese and just like emotionally a mess. Because she does it, she's probably traded in her culture, heritage, tradition, religion, everything. She's got nothing but her militant communist fucking materialism. That's all this bitch has. And it's not working, clearly. Blah, 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 blah. Let's get into this end bit. Australia is heading down a dark path further along than I would like to have believed. Now, let's just jump into the end of this. This is what the bitch reckons, right? After her fucking rant. She even mentions Manus Island, all this bullshit. But we're gonna miss all that. After her fucking bullshit rant that is pathetic and a lie, she's like, there is an unmistakable war on the poor and it's getting worse. No, there's a huge opportunity for the poor to become middle class and then hand down generational wealth and become truly wealthy if you have successful marriages and create family and create generational wealth, you can not only become middle class, you could become fucking truly wealthy. This bitch is out of touch. Anyway, this is her solution. That's what she reckons. This is what she reckons. I walked my new buddy, Digger. She just goes from rubbishing the whole fucking world, the whole functional society, and then she's like, I walked my new buddy Digger past the primary school the other day. Digger loves children, and immediately strained to greet them through the fence. A flurry of tiny hands reached through the wire to pat him. One little Indian girl stood apart, looking in glee. I smiled and said, can I pat him? You can pat him if you want. She nervously touched him back, and then a grin of delight transformed her face as she felt his fur. Quite literally jumping up and down with joy, she said, that's the first time I've ever patted a dog in my life. All my life I've wanted to pat a dog. Her excitement was infectious, and I was lifted. This bitch is a dog mum. She should have had a family and a fucking husband and had her shit together, but she's a fucking mess of a dog mum. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Where was I? She reckons it's the first time. Her excitement was infectious, and I was lifted. Hope opened my heart. And it's funny how she points out that it's a little Indian girl because she's a racist bitch. She's a virtue signaling weirdo. That's all these people are. Because she's emotional. This is the thing. The left-wing people are just emotion driven. They're all about physical gratification and emotional gratification. They have no culture or tradition or heritage or religion or nothing. They've traded all that in for materialism, whether that be physical gratification and shiny, cool, free shit from the government or emotional. So this is the thing. This is why virtue signaling is the currency of of the left, because it's all they have. There's no depth to them. Her excitement was infectious, and hope opened my heart. Although the world is dark and frightening, there is still happiness in unknown moments. We must honor those moments, cherish them, and keep them safe. We must share them with others so they too will feel the same joy. This bitch should have had a family. She should have had children. I have a fur baby and I walk it past the school so kids can pat it, and that's the only connection I have to other people other than through The Guardian, who I write articles about and I tell the world how they're wrong. So I speak to the fearful, to those who didn't get to eat last night and may not get to eat today. Go to Centrelink, get some free money and a reasonable amount. Go to a local church and some hard-working people will fucking give you, after they've been taxed the fuck out of, after they work all week and they volunteer to help your sorry ass, yeah, you'll get fed. You'll be fine. I don't think the only starving people in Australia are the fattest, obese fuckers who probably should fast for 5 days. They're so fat like this bitch that they're like, I'm so fucking lazy, I can't get off the couch. Ah, oh, fuck it. And they just sit there for a few days. I haven't eaten in days. That's it. Besides from kids, that's the worst thing. It's kids who probably do starve because their parents are crackheads. That's a fucking true tragedy out there. That actually does happen. I feel for them young people. That's why I did youth group and kids church fucking 8 years of my life. Because I don't think it's fair. And the only true answer is to get to fucking, if you don't like it, go do something about it. That's the reality of this world. Anyway. Just finish this bitch's article and we'll wrap this up. So I speak to the fearless, blah, 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 blah. This is what she reckons. So I speak to the family that didn't eat last night, to those frantic and with anxiety, however a Centrelink letter appears in a letterbox, to the mother sleeping in a car trying to keep her children safe. I love you. I worry for you. You are not alone. Go do something about it, bitch. Go volunteer. Go give your money. Go work 2 jobs and give that extra money away. Go do something about it. You fucking stupid, lazy bitch. Anyway, I wish my words could be more physical so they could reach you and give you a hug you so desperately deserve. I wish. Get this shit. You won't believe this. I wish they could give you a free one-way ticket to New Zealand, where politics of kindness gives hope to all. I wish they could make you safe. I wish you, in the mild storm of neoliberalism, every day a moment of joy enough to keep you breathing. And remember, what the fuck? That was the most fucked article I've read all week. Out of all the fucking death and destruction on the earth, I think that fucking topped it. Oh fuck, Dusty is channeling Hugh Airsman. There we go. You'd have to roll her in flour to find her wet bits. Yeah. You'd fucking just probably die of dehydration because you're spewing too much before that even happened. Killing your own food is awesome. I also think, as creature designed to hunt food, move like you have to have that purpose a few times a week as well. The body is designed to hunt. Amen. Dirty Pete knows. This fat bitch ain't moved anywhere. I'm glad she gets off of. This is the thing. She's like, when I walked my dog for the first time in 2 months. Maybe it was the fact that she got off her fat ass and fucking walked and got some exercise, and then the endorphins took off, and she's like, oh, maybe the world's not so fucked and I'm just an idiot. Maybe that's what actually happened to her. Obesity is death. Fasting is good. Yeah, I love fasting. Fasting fixes me up too. I do it every now and then. It recalibrates your immune system and everything. And I think in spiritually, Jesus said fasting casts out demons. So the spirit of Python, Jesus named only one demon in the Bible, which is the spirit of Python. And he said fasting cast it out. But how the Python kills is you like every time you breathe out, it goes a little bit closer, tighter, and then you breathe out and it goes a bit. So it slowly suffocates, slowly fucking takes your breath away. So if you feel fucked and life seems to be squeezing the air out of your lungs, go and try fasting. 24 hours without food would fucking does a lot of good to you, I reckon. Anyway, that's a fucking another tangent for another day. Pete gets it. Yeah, Pete's a legend. I'm freezing and I live in Newcastle with 500 years of coal, but I can't afford the buyback. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for listening. And that was a fucking 2 hour and 8 minute podcast, which is way over time. And thanks heaps for everyone's generosity. And we'll tune in on Tuesday, 9 o'clock, I reckon. Hopefully after Revenge of the Sis. And I'll be away on. I won't do my Saturday show because I'll be away hunting, killing animals for food. Nah, for fun and for food. So it's going to be good. Peace, Dusty. Peace, chat. Thanks, Deadbeat. You're a fucking legend. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Cheers, Regan Golf, for your generosity, mate.